Hey everyone, my name is Cole Geake and I'm a social worker with a degree from the University of Calgary. And I'll be a co-facilitator in the ADHD Men's Group along with Janet Van Castle, who is a mental health therapist and a certified Canadian counselor. Just to tell you guys a little bit more about the group, it stemmed from desires we heard from men in other momentum groups, such as the Anchor Men's Group, for example. And the goal of this group is to provide knowledge and strategies for helping men with ADHD to manage their symptoms. Jan and I also hope that participants will walk away feeling empowered from knowing how to navigate their neurodiversity better. This group is going to be 6 weeks in duration, and first and foremost is a psychoeducation group. And it is open to anyone who identifies as a man and has ADHD. And from week to week, the topics will vary, but they stemmed again from men we've heard in other groups who have ADHD and what they commonly struggle with. And week one will cover the strengths of ADHD, such as how, like out in the world, people typically hear that ADHD can be a bad thing and that it has no upsides. But we want to kind of reframe that thinking and show the positives of having ADHD. The second week will cover emotion regulation, because people with ADHD can struggle with staying regulated due to always being stimulated and feeling overwhelmed at times. So we want to give people strategies to cope with that. The third week will be school experiences, which people with ADHD, that's a common thing we've heard from people with ADHD, is that they struggle with school, whether it's just from kindergarten to grade 12, or it's people who are in post-secondary struggling with that. So we want to give more strategies to cope with that and shed some light on those experiences for the participants who are willing to share. The next week after that will be relationships, because again, sometimes with ADHD, things like time management, there could be memory loss as well, and other factors can cause conflict in people's relationships. So we want to kind of shed light on that and help them find ways to navigate their relationships better. The second last week will be motivation, because that's something people with ADHD could struggle with, is kind of combating boredom. If they don't feel invested or engaged in a task, they might suffer from things like procrastination or feel a large apathy towards that task. We want to give people strategies to stay motivated despite that. The final piece is self-compassion, because another common thing we heard is people who have ADHD can be really hard on themselves. They can have small little slip-ups that can happen from minor lapses, and honestly that could be attributed to a large part to their neurodiversity. So again, we want to shed light on that and help people feel more compassionate towards themselves and cut themselves a little slack. This group will include psychoeducation topics at the beginning of each session, and the second half we will give space for the men to share. And each participant can share as much or as little as they would like during these group sessions, but everyone will have that space. And you don't need to share to be part of the group. It's okay if it's your first group and you just kind of want to come feel it out, see if it's a good fit for you. You're fine. You're fine just to sit back and take it all in and hopefully learn a thing or two. The group's first session will be on May 15th, and it's going to run all the way to June 19th, from each session being from 6 to 8 p.m., and we'll continue on that each Wednesday going forwards. And finally, if the group seems like it'll be good for you, or if you have any more questions, please check out the Momentum website. There'll be more information there, and you'll be able to book there as well. And if you have any issues, please feel free to call the lovely ladies we have at the front desk at the Momentum number that you'll be able to find on the website as well. So thank you, and Jen and I are hoping to see you there. Bye for now.